Hey troops, it's Roy from A Geek's Adventures. Usually when I do this kind of thing, I have notes written down and stuff because it's the smart thing to do. So you don't come off as some unorganized jackass who's just making crap as he goes along. I mean, it is kind of made up as you go along, but you want to have some sense. It makes you sound articulate like a grown up. I ain't doing that right now because if you're watching this, or if you're on the internet, if you're a geek, yada 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 yada, this sucks. Um, Stan, I'm a DC guy, all right, but this sucks. Oh lordy, 95 though is a heck of a run. Wow, 95, man. Um, I have visions right now of Jack Kirby greeting him at the gate and going, "Come on, give me a hug." Wow. It's interesting going through my Facebook feed. As you can imagine, everyone I know on Facebook, we're all geeks, and just ah, you look back now, and he's kind of like a quarterback of an NFL team. Gets way more credit than he probably deserves, and takes way more blame for things more than he deserves. Um, you know, Jack Kirby, for instance. Wow. Um, you see, this is why you write stuff down, even for something like this. Wow. It's it's sad because he's gone. Um, I mean, decades of comic book just utter joy and insanity for me has come and gone. Hearing him, I think it was Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and he'd always do a little bit of intro thing for every episode and hear his voice. Um, all those cameos for decades and all those movies. Oh my. Um, mm, my girlfriend Tracy and we got a chance to hear him speak at Wizard World here in Columbus, Ohio, years ago. I mean, I was surprised. Place was packed. Oh my! I mean, and I'm not just talking packed as in like what I think 1,200 seat. One of the big ballrooms there. I mean it was standing room only, literally. I mean 1,200 I think is probably what the seating capacity was. It was massive, and you see him walk up there, and dude looks. I have friends who had seen him recently at shows mentioned that he looks frail. And he's walking up, and it's like, oh, dude. I mean, it's that kind of nightmarish image of, oh man, what's he gonna say? And bless his heart, his mouth opened up, and he was the funniest, most charming, charismatic. It was such a fun time. It was such a fun, wonderful time. Just him answering questions, telling stories. The obvious poking bear moment was, before he came up on the stage, the guy, I think was the Q&A guy. He's going, you know Stan doesn't like Superman for a reason. So of course, that's kind of a hint to us. Gotta ask him. So of course someone asks him. And Stanley, bless his heart, he goes, okay, Thor, the way he flies, he twirls his hammer, he throws his hammer, and that's the momentum to get him to fly, right? Okay, all right. And he talks about the other characters, the Magneto, kind of does his magnetism thing. Iron Man has the jet boots. What does Superman do? Everyone dies, and we're also going, dude's kind of got a point. Oh, so glad we saw him. It was just so freaking cool. And of course, right now I've got the Avengers on. I mean, it's it was kind of, I imagine for Stanley too is probably this magnificent moment, that the seeing that film come on, going, dang, y'all did it, cool. Um, just dang, we're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him. Um, I think what I think what we're gonna miss most, and it's funny because it's kind of counterpoint to it. Um, I think the argument could be made that Alan Moore kind of gets the torch passed of being the most brilliant guy in comics. And right now, somebody go, "Where the hell are you coming to getting that from?" Well, let's see here. Swamp Thing. Uh, for the man who has everything. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Um, I mean, those are just the things that off the top of my head just kind of fly out right now. Um, Watchmen, duh, V for Vendetta. I mean, the range, the width and breadth and depth of the stories he's created. But damn, he's an angry, pissed off dude. Which in some ways is kind of understandable because I mean, to see what's happened to the industry and blah blah blah. And then you see Stan Lee, bless his heart, and he just loves the ride. Loves, pardon me, dear Lord, just loves the ride. It was funny watching the one of the post credit scenes where he's with the Watchers, and it's like it's the unofficial confirmation that, oh dang, that's what the character is. He's a Watcher. That's why he's in all these movies. Made sense. um, a friend of mine for work, Beth. Shout out to Beth Keys. I guess a friend of hers, because now one of the kind of side thing, not the, obviously not the most important thing, but it's like, who's gonna do the other cameo? I mean, are they gonna have someone do more cameos or something? And I guess a friend of hers, he's going Deadpool, and it would be kind of fun. Ryan Reynolds just go, you know what? You pay me you pay me, and it goes to charity. This is for Stan. Oh man. Um, and it's funny reading all those dedications right now. I mean, obviously everybody that's done a Marvel movie, dear Lord, everyone. Ever the influence in so many things, not just in comics. I mean, in movies, storytelling. Um, Heck, and one of the things I think that's easy to forget is the fact that X Men was meant to be anecdotal about racism, about civil rights. I mean, how you try and touch so many things. That's pretty dang cool. That's pretty dang cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go because if not, that's gonna start turning to be more rambling and kind of pointless. And I ugly cry. Okay, you do not want to see that because I'm gonna blow my nose. It's gonna be all gross and nasty and whatnot. It's gonna be horrible. But job to paraphrase another artist that I admire and respect and try and follow. As Bruce Springsteen has said, paraphrasing him, job as a writer, as an artist, is to bear witness, which is why I'm the umpteenth person doing something like this. Um, I know, a reminder that we're all kind of sad, we're all kind of hurting. On the other hand, 95 years and what he gave everyone. Dang, man, that's cool. That's cool as hell. So Stan, hope you're listening, man. Dang, we miss you. Man, thank you for everything. Um, Peace and love, peeps.